Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of neglected makeup. I mentioned this in my previous video, which I'll link up above, that I wanted to do this. This is not makeup that I dislike necessarily. It's just makeup that has kind of gone to the wayside when I've purchased other things. There is quite a few eyeshadow palettes I have that I don't reach for much, but I narrowed it down to just a couple because I use colors from both. And then lip products. Most of my lip products are pretty neglected because I own so many. I feel like that's just the easiest thing to purchase. And a lot of times like the most affordable makeup item to purchase. So I don't know, sorry, I'm not used to having my hair down. So I don't know for sure what lip product I'll use. But we are gonna start with complexion today, which I normally don't do, but my brows are on. Don't judge them. And I know that color does not match my hair, but it is what it is. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil. I believe this is the shade Taupe. I have not used this one in a while, so that's why I picked it. For primer, it's actually kind of fitting because my face is like pretty red today. I think I've only used this like twice, and I don't think I noticed a difference either time. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Color Neutralizing Primer. I'd show it to you, but it's going to be backwards for you guys either way because I am using my front camera. Okay. It is green, which most like redness neutralizers are green. So this has a smell. It's not a bad smell, but it reminds me of, it's almost a slight cucumber smell. Like, do you remember like the cucumber melon like lotion and stuff that was popular in the 90s? I can't remember the brand. Maybe Bath and Body Works. I don't know. It reminds me of that just a touch. I don't think that did anything to my redness, but it's there. So we're gonna move on. The foundation, I actually really enjoy this foundation. I don't reach for a lot. Actually, I'm kind of in a rut with foundation right now. I don't own any high-end foundations, and I think I finally need to invest in maybe a couple because I don't care for most of my drugstore foundations. Now, I do really like the Milani Conceal and Perfect a lot. This shade just isn't right for me, so I definitely want to get the right shade of that. Like, everyone raves about the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I am not a huge fan of this. And this isn't my right shade either. I really want to try I think it's Pure, the 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. And then if you have a high-end foundation that you love, let me know down below what your suggestions are, just to kind of put it out there. I do have like combination skin. So if you also have combination skin and you like more full coverage like I do, let me know what foundation you love. Anyways, whew, got off track. This is the L'Oreal True Match. Mine is in the shade. I don't know if this is, I think it's number 5 or is it neutral 0.5? I don't fucking know. It's Fresh Ivory. So it says NO 0.5. Is that like number 5? Number 0.5? I don't know. Whatever. That's what we're using. I did not want a sponge, so we're going in with a brush, I guess. This is the IT Cosmetics Loves the foundation brush. Leave me a comment down below if you have any foundation brushes that you recommend. Drugstore or not, it doesn't matter. Ooh, that was way too much. And this, I don't know if you've ever used this foundation, but it's pretty liquidy. And like I said, I got way too much. So I'm going to just go at it. And then what I've been doing lately is just taking a large, not a large, this one just happens to be large, a big, oh my god, it has nothing to do with the size, a dry sponge, and patting that out. I feel like this foundation, I don't know what it claims to be as far as finish goes. Ooh, this has sunscreen, I didn't realize that. I don't know, I'd have to look it up. Like, I don't know if it claims to be natural matte, I don't know. I find it pretty matte, or not pretty matte, like leaning matte, I guess is what I'm looking for, which I don't hate. Like I said, I have combination skin, so like part of me like really likes like a dewy foundation, but like at the same time in my T-zone it becomes a disaster. But yeah, the Finish Jesus. I haven't been drinking, I swear. Alex has. He's in there playing video games. The coverage of this, oh my god, is pretty full. I'd say high medium. I don't know if you would agree with that if you've used this. You know what? Tell me down below also what drugstore foundation that you love. I have not quite a few. I don't know, like 10, 12. I've tried all of the Wet n Wild ones, like the stick, the cushion, and the liquid. I think the cushion's my favorite, even though it is the lightest coverage. I have both the Fit Me Matte and Poreless and like the Dewy and Smooth or whatever that one is. I have this L'Oreal. I have the L'Oreal, like, what is it? Infallible Total Coverage. I have not tried the L'Oreal, the Dewy one that's in like the black and blue tubey thing that Raw Beauty Christy raves about. I haven't tried those. I do have a CoverGirl foundation that I actually like. It's like the True Matte one, I think. I actually really like that one. But yeah, let me know, which one of those you like as well. Ooh, looking extra streaky on the forehead. Trying to avoid my brows. I know a lot of people are like, that's why you don't do brows first. And I'm like, you're not my real dad. Raw Beauty Christy reference. I love her. If you don't subscribe to her, go do it. Like, she's hilarious and so down to earth and so relatable and so talented. I'm not obsessed. Okay, I really do like the finish of this. I should reach for this more. I think it's the color. Does this look like a good match to you guys? It looks like it's oxidizing a little bit, honestly. But I don't mind it being a little darker than my skin tone, as long as it's not like crazy. But you can see my acne is very visible. I have a really bad breakout right now. We started keto again, so I know part of it's that your body like detoxes for a hot second. And also Aunt Flo should be showing up any day now. She's a little late, which bitch don't appreciate, but whatever. Now I do have 2 concealers, but right now I'm going to use just one of them to spot conceal and see how that goes. I just don't grab for this one. I hate the applicator. It's the main reason I don't use this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Mine is in the shade, I don't know, the sticker's gone. I don't know. But I'm going to use this one to spot conceal because the other one's very light. So I'm going to mix the 2 under my eyes, but look at this planet of a blemish right there. Also, if you have any remedies or home remedies or suggestions for acne scarring, please let me know, because I don't know if I've ever showed a close-up on my channel, because it's really embarrassing and I hate it because of the way foundation sits right here. You see it? It's all cratery and disgusting, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, it does it on my chin too. I don't know what to do about it. It's really frustrating. Ooh, I need let me add some concealer on my nose. I have a feeling this is going to be a really long video. I'm very chatty tonight for some reason. Like I said, Alex is having a few drinks and playing video games with his friends, which I don't care. Sometimes I get in a mood where I just want to be left alone. Like, not necessarily a bitchy way, just like to decompress, I guess. I don't know. And he works, so like, I don't want to say he deserves to play games, but he does. Like, I don't mind. I really don't. Unless we had something planned, which we didn't, because we normally don't. Alright, I do like this concealer. Like, it does a pretty good job of doing what I need it to do, but it is a little lighter than this foundation, so spot concealing didn't go as planned. The other concealer I'm going to combine with that one on my under eye is the ColourPop No Filter, because this one is hella light. Is the Fair 02. So I'm going to put this one mainly like right there, because I have super dark inner corners. And then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild, which, like I said, I hate this applicator. You have to dunk in a bunch of times. So I'm going to let it chill here for a second. I'm trying to decide if I want to buy more makeup. I do Afterpay every now and then just because it's easier when you're on a budget, because you can split it like 4 payments and it makes it really affordable. So I'm trying to decide, like, I want to do it because Ulta has it now, which is so dangerous. But I always keep it under a certain amount so that like my bi-weekly payments are only a certain amount. So I think there's a few things I know I'm gonna get. I want to get that Pure Foundation. I think I'm going to get the ABH Jackie Aina palette. I've never tried ABH, but like that's the one that I'm like, damn, I really like that. And I do not like those together. My hair's looking a mess, I'm sorry. For powder, I'm going with the Coty Airspun, which I think I've used on like my recent video with the pumpkin, but that wasn't my face, so. I don't mind the way my complexion looks right now. What I want to do before I move on is take, this is not a neglected product. Well, I haven't used it in a while, but this is my Milani Make It Dewy. I'm just going to spray this on, let it sink in, because I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow before I do the rest of my face, so. I really like the smell of this. Like I said, this foundation is a little matte and I just powdered, so I really like the smell of that. I need to buy more. I'm almost out of that one, and I'm almost out of their other one to like make it last the 16-hour. Okay, now I have 3 eye products. 2 palettes and one's like an eye topper. The first one, I think I've only used this in one video, and the video is almost a year old, which my channel is almost a year old, which is weird and gets really discouraging because I am not where I want to be, and part of me is like, well, too many people make makeup videos. That's just the truth. It's really hard to get noticed, especially when you're not super talented. And I'm not saying that as like a slight at myself. I'm saying that because there's so many people who do these crazy, beautiful, artistic looks, and that's not me. So I do incorporate other things on my channel, like mental health and weight loss and like lifestyle, family things. And hopefully one of them will stick, or like one of them will get me that traction. And I know to a lot of people it's like, why do you care? And you know what? Yeah, part of it is because I want to get paid. I know that's so stupid sounding to a lot of people. But it would be nice to, 1, get paid technically working at home, and 2, get paid doing what you love. I love making videos. I love doing makeup videos. I love sharing my weight loss journey, as frustrating as that journey is. But anyways, back to like where this tangent started, is that this palette was last used on my channel like a year ago. So this is an e.l.f. Velvet Touch eyeshadow. And when I first bought this, I was not prepared for the texture. It is putty-like. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at that color though. Like, they're beautiful, but if I remember correctly, they're not super long lasting. But look at those colors. Like, damn. But the palette looks like this. I'm gonna go in with a few of these here in a moment, but I think I'm gonna take a few mattes from this CoverGirl True Naked Jewels palette. Ooh, I still have the sponge applicator in here, which looks like this. I think I'm gonna start. These are really powdery, and I'm not a huge fan of this particular palette, but we're here. I'm gonna take this lavender shade and put that in my crease. If you guys did watch my most recent video, you would have seen the damage that Charlie did to like 3 of my makeup, or like my eyeshadow palettes. Not a ton, mostly on my So Jaded palette, but part of it's my fault, most of it's Alex's fault because he left the door open. But you would know that she got glitter all over my Alamar Cosmetics brush, which is my favorite fluffy crease brush. And I haven't cleaned it yet because I've been busy. So I'm just taking that lavender shade above my crease. It's really, really rare I use any kind of cool toned color. This color isn't super, super pigmented, but I like that because I just want this as just a wash of color and then transition shade, but it is pretty light. You know, I'll just show you. This is one I got in a BoxyCharm, pretty sure, a couple months ago. It's the Ciate London Eye Luster Cream Shadow. Does this have the shade on it? Because it's not on the bottom. It looks like this in the tube. It looks white, but it has all these like purple and green reflex. Like, look at the lavender, but if you look really close, you can also see like little green. I think it's super pretty. I don't know if it'll go really well with that green, but we're gonna do it anyways. I'm going to take the brown in here, which is it's such a weird texture and it's hard to work with. Should I use my finger? No, let me just find like a more precise brush. So I want to use it on my outer corner. So I want to use like all my brushes are synthetic, pretty sure. But like a flat, kind of like a concealer brush, like this, just a thin. This is just from like some really cheap set I got on Amazon. But I'm going into that brown shade, and I feel like I'm gonna have to build this up since I'm using a brush. Maybe not. Yeah, it feels like clay or like. Do you remember Silly Putty? That's what it feels like. Yeah, I don't like that. So we're gonna go into another neglected palette, which I just talked about this. I'm in a makeup group called Makeup Madness, which is ran by Heart of Heather here on YouTube. I'll link her down below, and our friend Michelle. And Michelle had posted, it's a tag on YouTube. I forget what it's called. It has to do with like all your eyeshadow palettes. And they were asking like what your most neglected is, or no, I think it was like what one surprised you or something. And for me, it was the Profusion palettes, and I haven't used this on my channel since my Target clearance video, which is almost a year ago too. But this is the Iron Cheek palette, which looks like this. I'm not the biggest fan of the blushes. The highlights are okay, but the eyeshadows actually perform really well. But I'm going to take the shade Cookie, which is this like, I want to say it's like a red toned brown, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take this Luxie 239% shader brush. We're going to start filling this in. I'm gonna go back in with that purple shade from the CoverGirl palette and blend those together a little. Whatever, we're moving on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go into this green shade. I love it. It's right here. It reminds me a lot of the shade Peridot in the So Jaded palette, which Charlie destroyed a lot of that shade. But I'm going to take this on my finger and go in. Go ham. Go ham, go bacon, pork chops. Ooh, why do people say go ham? Why? Why not go beef? I don't know, I'm just curious. Is it like a kosher thing? Let me just stamp a little bit more of that cookie shade, that brown, just to bring it back a little. I actually really like those two together. I don't know about the purple and the crease now, but that brown and this green, I like really, really like together. don't know about you guys, but you're not here to tell me otherwise, so. Like super love it. What do you guys think? Can I get closer? I'm going to take some of this topper on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take one of those like flat synthetic brushes I was talking about. If I can find one that doesn't. I think we're going to put this in the middle. I don't know, let's just do it. It's okay. Alright, let's do it on the other eye, because we need to move on to the rest of the face, because this video is going to be hella long. Whatever. It's pretty, but it's not quite what I was expecting. Take the white shade in here, like the silver maybe? It's more of a silver, with my pinky, and I am going to put this on my inner corner. Perhaps a little too frosty for this look. Whatever. Alright, we need to just away from fallout. Yeah, that didn't turn out quite as I was hoping. Anyways, we're gonna move on. So for bronzer, I had to go with the one that was like the most neglected, because for the most part I use all my bronzers equally, except for this one. Doesn't get left out a bit. This is the Milani Baked bronzer in the shade Glow, or 04 Glow, whatever. Looks like this. I'm gonna take my Ulta bronzer brush and I'm gonna go ahead and and it doesn't look bad. But I was watching a Raw Beauty Kristi video. I think it was her most recent upload. And she was talking about how she likes to put her bronzer like here and on her nose too, because she was talking about when you're in the sun and you get like a sunburn, it doesn't just hit the contours of your face, which is a good point. For blush, I think I've used this once in a video. If I can remember which video it was, I will link it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. It was probably my Wet n Wild video. Duh. Color Icon in Pearlescent Pink, which looks like Dees. And I just take this Moda, I think this is supposed to be a powder brush. I use it for my blush. And then I'm going to just tap a little bit off of my hand. And lightly, because I don't know how to put on blush otherwise. There is glitter all over my face from that topper, I think. I'm like 90% sure that's what that's from. Part of it that there's glitter on some of these brushes from when Charlie got into my makeup. Looking a little crazy. Looking a little crazy. I just realized I forgot to pick a highlighter before I started filming. Which one is most neglected? I'll tell you which one's most neglected, and I'm gonna use it, but it's too dark for me. I just think it is. It is the Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade Molten Gold. It's way too dark for me, but we're gonna use it, and I'm just going to use. No, I don't use my finger. That's too much. I think they have a. Is it a rose gold or something? That's a little lighter that I might give a go, but. Gonna try to do it lightly. Like, I guess it's not terrible. For some reason I remember it being a lot worse than that, or like darker. But actually, that's not bad. I might start using this again. And yes, I do bring my highlight towards my cheek. I do that because of Allie Glines, because she likes to be able to see it when she smiles, and I think that's genius. And I just realized after I was editing my last video that I forgot to put highlight on my nose, which I don't do a ton because my nose is large. But let me get a small brush to use on my brow bone. Don't know why I had to roll my R for that. I don't know. I haven't had a ton of caffeine today, or I did. It was earlier in the day though. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm kind of hyper. Just why I'm filming, because otherwise I'd be eating. And I'm already at 1,300 calories for the day. Which is still a deficit for me, but it's kind of too many. This eye look is kind of atrocious. I like the green, just not with these shadows. It's... Wow, my, forehead's creasing, settling into my forehead wrinkles, which, Lord Jesus, find the money, I'd get Botox in a heartbeat. But yeah, it's settling in my chin thingy, my smile lines, and my forehead wrinkles, so, yay. For lips, alright, we're just going with this one because I forgot I had it, so technically this is not for this video because I think I have done a video with makeup products I forgot I had, maybe, or was it, I don't know. It's the Ofra liquid lip in the shade Monaco. I'm pretty sure this is wow, what a video this has been. We're done. Finally. This was a full face of neglected ass makeup. How do I feel about all of the products since I haven't used them in a while? The primer, I did not notice a difference in color correcting. My foot's asleep, so don't mind my face. The foundation, like I said, I like it. I just feel like it's a little matte. And like I said, it settles really bad into my wrinkles, which I shouldn't have. The eye products, I think I'm going to toss both of those, the CoverGirl palette and the e.l.f., just to declutter a little. I really do like the green of that e.l.f. palette, but like I said, I never touch it. And they don't last, so I'm probably going to toss that. I probably will keep the topper for now to use it with other looks. I might even use it with my So Jaded palette in a look I have in mind. So yeah, the bronzer, like I said, I feel like it looks a little too orange for me. The blush is okay for, being a drugstore blush. I'm actually surprised about the Master Chrome highlight. I for some reason thought it came off much darker on me, but I think it looks fine. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'll keep it and keep using it. The lip product, I'm not a fan of. I just used it because I completely forgot I owned it. I might toss that. I might give it to somebody. I'm not sure. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. I'm not used to having my hair down. I think that's it. Oh, I didn't even put mascara on. I'll be right back. I can't believe I forgot mascara. I just put on some quickly. You guys know my lashes are terrible. I used the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original in the shade Black. Not a fan. It is what it is. That's why I neglect it. Probably going to toss that too. I think I am going to do a declutter soon. Maybe I'll do a video and show you guys. But anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching this video where I've been all over the place and crazy. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. I would appreciate it very, very much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!